Untitled Chapter. Hello and welcome to a Little Decisions interview. I did an interview recently with Mr. Christian Montcriol. He is a Wintervillian since 2017, and I wanted to go ahead and share that interview in its entirety with you. So I hope you enjoy, and as always, pineapple with care.
You can have many ways to conduct this, and it is your way. I follow you.
I like that.
I have never done this. I have been interviewed, but I have been when I was in Carrollton. I have been 2 times by the local newspaper and also by a local radio.
Okay.
But I know that when you change the media, you change a lot of things. It's not the same.
Yeah, no, and I think you were right when you said that the other day. You were talking about how it'll switch. Yeah, because with podcasting, it's all audio. So, I mean, like they'll hear the lawnmower going and the birds, and they'll hear us talking.
Yeah.
So that I like that because I think it's a little more immersive than just writing.
It's absolutely okay. I am here for you, and I am available for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, how do you? Okay, can you do me a favor and write your first and last name for me?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I want to try butchering your last name again.
Montcriol.
Montcriol. I almost get it. Thank you. How long have you been blogging? Oh, don't let that bite you.
We can say 12 or 13. I don't know exactly the date, but it is this.
Yeah, okay.
When you say this, it's not very wrong.
Okay.
It's not 1 year, for example.
Okay. How long have you been in Winterville?
Winterville, it's from December 2017.
Okay. So almost 5 years?
Almost 4 years.
Oh, yeah, 17. Yeah, so 4. Yeah.
Almost. And about my arrival in the States, it was in September 2007.
Okay, so you lived in the U.S. for 10 years before you came here?
Yes, we were in Carrollton.
Oh. What were you doing there?
Me?
Yeah.
Not more than 1 year. It was the same. Playing music, cooking, blogging. You seem like you're an artist almost in your life, and that everything you do has a deeper meaning behind it. Like when I called you to apologize, you were like, I'm cooking. So it was like, I'm focused on cooking, and you mentioned it just now. So, do you think that's true? That, the what? I don't understand exactly.
That things, when anything that you do it as if it were an art form. So like cooking is important. So when you're cooking, you're focused on cooking.
Yeah. I have never considered myself as an artist.
Really?
No.
I would consider you an artist.
I don't know. It's we have to. In this case, we have to define what is an artist.
Okay.
I don't know. If you consider, for example, that an artist is the one who is making a living from his art, I am not an artist.
No, I wouldn't say that's an artist. I'd say an artist is someone who appreciates the world to the point that...
Oh, this
This absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am speaking with my wife many times about this. There are plenty of things I appreciate, and yes, I am able to enjoy. I think that unfortunately we have right now we have a tendency to focus on the negative points and to enlarge these negative points. But when you think a little more, you understand that it's always just a part of your life where you have trouble, okay. But in the other component, you have many reasons to be very happy and to appreciate, because there are a lot of things to appreciate. Yeah. When I am here, I can, for example, when we have this market on a Saturday, to have a market in this place, it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it.
Well, it is quiet, it is very pretty, the environment is wonderful. You have to appreciate this.
Yeah, you do. I mean, every time I come here, I love the setting. It's a gorgeous park. It's just a gorgeous place.
And to have this place, for example, where I meet you, we have a pavilion where we could be sat, and I have learned recently that now we have a hotspot for the internet.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't beat it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yesterday evening, I was walking on the trail. You have an extraordinary facility with this trail. I walk on this, I ride on this, and there were. I have been passed by teenagers who were skating. I don't know what else to expect. You have everything. In front you have a parking lot. Just here you have a parking lot. Every Sunday, with some friends, we play the pétanque, which is the French version of the bocce.
Okay.
What
is that?
You know what is bocce?
Yeah. Oh, bocce ball.
Yeah.
Bocce ball. Okay.
It's not exactly the same, but
it uses
the
same
idea.
balls.
No.
Okay.
What I have seen, I have to learn better. I don't know bocce ball, but what I think is the balls for bocce balls are bigger.
Okay.
And the distance to play is not the same. The rules are not the same, but the goal is the same.
Okay.
It's a version of balls.
Okay. Yeah.
In
and
France,
what's it called again?
Pétanque.
Pétanque? How do you spell that?
P. I. Accent. Yes. Oh, very good. T. A. N. Q. U. E.
Oh.
If you look on the internet, you have thousands of videos.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah. So you come and play that every Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's lovely. I mean, this place, you can use it for different things. You know,
Yeah.
like I come Saturday for the market, and then I'm here for an interview. And I was going to bring my girls to play on the park while we were talking. I mean, because, you know, it can handle that.
No, it's very. I think you use the word versatile, which is a French word.
That is a French word.
But you know what? It is interesting because, and this happens very often with the words. In French, the meaning, it's not, it's a little negative.
Okay. The French language is negative?
No. The word versatile.
Okay, it's negative? Okay.
I would say,
Okay.
a little more.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you when you say this, it means
I think I mean
you can do a lot of things with
like flexible.
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 It is not this in France.
Yeah.
It means someone who is versatile. It is someone who is you say flip flopping.
Oh, so they'll go back and forth easily. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay.
So-
non-committal. I would say that's almost non-committal here, or something else.
It's not very well. No.
Okay.
I don't know if in France we use versatile in the same meaning than here.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't sound like you do. Yeah,
No.
because versatile here means, you know, it can be a park, but it can also be a meeting ground, or it can be a market, and
exactly.
it can be a concert.
Yeah. I like this version, but
Yeah, it's better.
it is the life of the vocabulary and
It is.
of languages.
Well, I'm fascinated. I actually have a segment on the podcast called Words Matter, because I think the meaning of words matters. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I'm glad we talked about the meaning of that word, because I would use that word differently than how you would. You know,
Yeah.
like the understanding is different.
And then we have to be careful about this because
Yes.
it's a good way to misunderstand.
Very, very. Well, it was like when we were talking about the Warner Robins, and you know how it has the Air Force Base and then the naked ladies. Yeah,
And you know what? Now
it's funny.
you are funny because I was in Warner Robins last weekend, and we went to Fort Valley. And when I went on the road, what I noticed on the on the left, the strippers,
And then you
and
thought
I
of me.
Absolutely, I said, wow. I remember the conversation, the bass at the top and the strippers at the other one. It's funny.
Yeah. Did you tell your wife about that conversation?
Yeah.
I bet she enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But you know, it's funny because I never made before you. I never made the connection between the two.
Yeah.
But in fact, I think it's not completely random. I think this kind of store you find often where you have soldiers.
Yeah. It makes sense. It's basic commerce. Yeah. I mean, there's that many men and they're away from home. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was in France, for example, I lived in a town. I don't know if you know this town, Toulon. It's on the Mediterranean Sea, and it is one of the main, the most important navy of the French Navy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's the most important port, and what were you finding in this town? you were finding a lot of brothel.
Yes, I would imagine so. Yeah, I mean, they just go hand in hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's it is this kind of thread which is useful for the guys who are alone.
Well, and a lot of them are young, you know.
And young.
And so they're, I mean, you know.
And also, so we can say what we want, but main is main. Huh? And when you are selling, it's not easy to have a relationship, you know.
Who knows? Well, and a lot of them might not even be in a relationship, so then, you know, that's not a big deal for them. I mean, it's just a, you know, basic thing. I mean, I feel like at that point, you know, I have to look at it as like a physical need, you know.
Yeah,
because it is. They need comfort.
The physical need is still here.
Yeah.
And especially they are young.
Yes.
So,
I remember my husband at that age. We met at 19, so yeah.
So
yeah.
You understand? After, you know, it's always easy to have a judgment about this. It's stupid because you have also to consider what is the reality.
Well, and that's you know, that's a good point. I think I try not to judge people based on a single behavior or a single action, you know, and I always like to make sure I'm not judging someone based on their worst behaviors, because someone on their worst day,
it's not a bad behavior for me.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, yeah, I think it's just it's almost a natural behavior.
Yeah. No one, yes, when you say natural, no one is judging you because you take a glass of water,
yes,
piece of
or
bread.
I put lip gloss on because my lips are chapped. It's the same type. There's a need there, and there's something to fill it. Yeah. I don't ever worry about it. But I made that connection long ago when I lived there. I was like, oh, I see.
Yeah. Oui. It's like this. After, you know, it is the choice of everyone to go or not to go.
Well, it's just like it's the choice of people to be kind or not be kind. You know, I asked people this weekend at the market. I was hoping to see you, but I was at the market this weekend.
I was picking the blueberries.
Ooh, that is fun. In Fort Valley? Is that why you went?
No, what is the name? It's a small town. It's near Columbus.
Oh, okay. I don't go to Columbus.
Talbotton.
Oh.
You know this town?
Talbotton?
Talbotton, yes.
Okay, yeah, I think I do.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. My father-in-law has a farm there.
Oh.
Yes. And he has a lot. It's really a lot of blueberries.
Yeah.
And you know, now he's alone, and he's really cooking is not his stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So
cook.
no. So he's giving us the blueberries, but I think we said, oh, there is no reason for him to give us the blueberries. We are also to help him to pick the blueberries. And so when I said it is on Monday, we have for the first time, we have canned the blueberries.
Oh wow, you can blueberries. Yeah. Huh.
19 19 cans.
Oh wow, you picked a lot. How many hours were you out there picking?
Oh, not very long because
okay.
you
It's hot.
know what? You know what? It's 2 hours. I think.
Yeah.
It's the bush are so loaded that
Yeah, it's easy.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible the quantity. So you feel your bucket very quickly.
Yeah. I've taken my girls strawberry picking, but we've never done blueberries. We have raspberry. We have some sort of berry in our yard, but I always forget to pick it. Our neighbor picks it because she's lived there for like 20 years. So, yeah. She just recently reminded me they were there. Apparently my husband knew, but I think they're raspberries. But there's like 8 or 10 big bushes of raspberries, and I just never see them.
But it's
Yeah.
seriously. This is wonderful to keep this.
Yes, yeah, I know. I was excited. And I've lived at that house for like 12 years. I love when things like that are just right there.
You know your raspberries. What you can do is because you cannot eat all
No.
on the spot, but you freeze them.
That's a
you
good
can
idea.
you can make jelly. You can make
Yeah.
jams, and or preserve and
Yeah.
and after when in winter, for example.
Well, I have fresh berries. Well, fresh, but
No, but you know, you have something coming from your place. It's yours, and you know that considering what we find now in the regular grocery store, it's not the same shit. Huh?
Yeah.
Because what you find is stuff with coloring,
yep.
preserving, thickening, and
I don't. Yeah.
it's terrible.
I would prefer to grow it. Yeah, I love, so Cozy Bear, one of the market vendors, he'll often give away some of his vegetables at the end of the market if he doesn't want to take them home, if he has plenty of them, and they taste so much better. He gave me peppers recently, and I had some peppers at home, and the difference was phenomenal. You know, just the taste. You know, let alone what they look like. And
I
you
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there is the taste, but there is also that you are not, in this case, you are not eating Monsanto. Huh?
Yeah.
Because right now it is what we are eating. Huh?
Well, all our chicken has lots of hormones and things like that. I mean, that ends up being very dangerous. Like they warn for, like, I have 2 girls, and they warn, don't feed them too much, chicken or meat that has hormones in it. I mean, that's a scary thing to have to worry about.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. We know now that all this stuff is causing cancer, obesity, and. Bon, okay. You were speaking about the blog.
We got off on a tangent. Okay, I did have a question. Okay, so how often do you publish articles on your blog? Like, how often do you just write whenever you feel like writing, or are you like, I'm going to publish Mondays and Thursdays? Like, how often?
Okay, bon, now that it's more established, it depends what kind. I have a newsletter, which is I try to publish one every month and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
And for the other articles, there is no rule because, many times it doesn't depend only on me.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You get
depend
to
on
create it.
I create Sometimes it is a subject I completely create.
Yeah.
Many times it is a subject which comes to me, meaning there is an event.
And you're inspired.
And I speak about this event.
Yeah.
Bon. Or I meet someone and, like the lady who was selling the book here at the market.
The ghost book?
Yeah. I am making an interview.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, but right now, I don't know if I will make an article or if I will just put a paragraph in my newsletter, because it depends of her answers. You know, if she's not writing so much, if she's only one word, well,
yeah,
it is not. It's not enough to make an article.
See, I just don't see how you don't see yourself an artist. We were just talking about how you create things based on inspiration you find from the real world. That's what an artist does. An artist isn't someone who's paid for their art for a living. An artist is someone who sees the world and reproduces it some other way. That's how I would see an artist. Yeah.
You know, it is interesting because, to be honest, this is for insurance.
Okay, you need to get it? You can.
No, hello. No, but you know what? It is recent that this question comes in my life, because all my career was not considered as an artist. You know, I was a teacher. There is no one calling a teacher in France.
What did you teach?
I was teaching in a primary school, so you teach everything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's more recent that I have been, the first time I have heard this is Dodd telling me an artist. So I don't know. I think your definition is interesting, and maybe I am an artist, but
I would say you are. But that's for you to... and I only say that because I think it's a title that I've only recently discovered for myself. And I enjoy it. I enjoy recognizing that that's a part of me, because I haven't always fed that creative part of me. And it sounds like you haven't either.
Well, no, but you say something important. If you speak of creativity, yes, this sure. But maybe this is a very important part to be an artist. But is it enough to be considered as an artist?
Yeah.
Recently, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking maybe I am an artist when I am playing music.
Yes.
After, I don't know if I consider me as an artist, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not very important.
Well, the only reason I brought it up is because, so do you know the concept of a Renaissance man? So someone who is dabbled in a lot of different things and knows and appreciates all kinds of things in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I would call you, as a Renaissance man. So, and I think a
It
Renaissance
doesn't
man.
make me very young.
No, it does. It does. No, it does, because you're worldly. So you're ageless. There you go. No, but I think because it's interesting, because when we first met and we first talked, it was just a random conversation about just different things, but it was nice because we can follow each other of just, like, oh yeah, we're talking about this now, and now we're over here, and that's rare, because some people usually have agendas for conversations, and so I enjoyed that very much. I don't know where I was going with that point.
Oh yes, but this. Yeah, I think it's very American, this to plan everything.
Mm-hmm. I try not to anymore.
It's boring.
Yeah, it is. It's too structured when you plan everything, and you can't plan for everything anyway. So why do it?
No. I think maybe it is a way to be reinsured.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it gives you the feeling that you are mastering the events.
Yeah, you're in control. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's just an illusion.
I think here, a big part of the challenge is to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why. So I wanted to get back to something I mentioned earlier. I had asked the people at the market, are you kind? Are you a kind person? Why or why not? And it was interesting because some people would almost get offended by the question, like, of course I'm kind. And that's,
of course I am kind.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, well, okay, but your behavior might indicate otherwise. Yeah, exactly. And it's just interesting, because that's the paradox of people, is that, like, if
but I think also we have to learn that we are full of contradictions.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's what I had a couple conversations where I said, I want to be kinder. I want to be a kinder person. Am I kind? It depends on where you catch me.
Well, I think mainly I am a good guy, and sometimes I see, this time you have been an asshole. Huh?
Yeah.
No, but for why or it's like this. You are not always controlling everything, and sometimes you do what you can, and you don't take the good decision. Recently, wow! If you speak about this to my children, I think the father is.
Yeah. So they wouldn't call you kind, your kids? Do you think your kids would say that you're a kind person, or do you think they'd say you're probably more the asshole?
I think for one question, they probably think that I have been stupid. And I don't know. Well, it's like this. We don't take always the best decision.
We don't make the best decisions.
No, not always. I try, but.
Well, you know what though? I'm thinking of, one thing that's nice for me as a parent, and my kids are young. They're 6 and 9, so it's different than when they're adults. I have no doubt, but they get to see me fail. They get to see me be stupid. They get to see me make mistakes, and then they get to see me apologize for it and take ownership of it and responsibility and try to change. And that's powerful. That's the lessons we ultimately teach our kids.
I think you teach the life in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but I think in many aspects, I think on one hand and the other hand. On one hand, I think in America, you are more ahead on this matter than in France, for example, because there is a big difference, and I measured this many times. In France, we can say what we want, but the background is a Catholic one. Instead, here, it's mainly a Protestant one. It makes a very big difference in the behavior.
Okay.
In the behavior, in the sense of seeing the life, seeing the people, it makes a very big difference.
Okay.
I have been grown closely to the French, the Catholic religion, and I see even now that for some points I am still, who can say, stuck to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's very difficult to say, oh, this, okay, I know where it comes from, I don't want this anymore. And sometimes you don't, sometimes you even don't know that it comes from this.
Yeah, you don't realize that,
No. This is the first point, and the second one, because you are younger than me, I think I have seen a lot of improvement along my life between what I was when I was a kid and I was a young man, and after I have seen a big improvement about the way, but I think it's everywhere, the way to understand the people, to understand the relationships, and so on and so on. There is a really improvement, and I like it.
Yeah.
But you know, and it is sometimes the reason it's very difficult to speak with a young person, because they don't understand that for people my age, there were subjects you were never addressed, and or it was forbidden to speak this.
Well, yeah, they don't realize that some things were so ingrained. They were such assumptions, or they were such, like, there were boundaries that couldn't be moved, you know, like, yeah. I mean,
You understand? And this makes a big difference. This makes a big difference. You know, when I have been with, I have got several partners in my life, and it was, for example, with the second one, it was very difficult to speak about the first one, because she was judging, but she was not understanding that the first one was absolutely not in the same position than her. You know?
Yeah.
I give you the one big reason. The example of birth control. Maybe for young people it seems that it is something going through Neanderthal. In fact, no, it's very recent. People like me, we have known the change. And we have known also what there was before and what was occurring.
Yeah. Well, it's just like in the United States before abortion was legal. You know, there were still abortions happening.
I know. But like in France. Like in France. And so to have judgment about this, you cannot, and this is for me a motto like this, to say that you cannot judge the past with the knowledge of your today's knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be very careful.
I have to do the same thing about who I am as a person too, because I will look back at myself and criticize myself for not knowing then what I know now.
Yeah,
but that's silly. I can't.
If you didn't know, you didn't know.
Exactly. And I did. Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot guess if you don't know. You don't know.
Exactly.
This is the reason we have to be very careful for this. Bon, I think we can speak hours like this. And it is interesting, but we have to. Yeah, what was? I don't remember. What was the purpose of the interview? Just to speak.
Just
like
to
this?
talk. Yeah, I just wanted to talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want?
You're
to
doing
speak
great.
More, I will have a good grade.
Yes. You will have a good grade, and you are doing great.
You were interested in more of the blog, or?
Well, you know,
it's just
I think the blog is one part of you. I was just interested in
yeah.
interviewing you because I think
Yes, it is.
and you're a big part of the market. So I see you too as like you know, because are you going to play this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this weekend we are on vacation.
Ooh, where are you going?
I think we want to go to St. Louis.
Okay. Where is that? Oh, St. Louis.
Yeah.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri. Okay, yeah. I know where that is now. Okay, yeah.
It is in the United States.
It is. It took me a minute to be like, wait, St. Louis.
No.
I know where St. Louis is.
You know, I have still a problem to pronounce perfectly the word. I know because when I see the people, they don't understand. And I know that what I say is proper. It is it's not bad, but it's just a matter of pronunciation.
Well, and that's why. So when you said it, I just kept saying it in my head because I was like, okay, I didn't understand that. So, and I kept playing with the word until I got to St. Louis, and I was like, okay, it was a place. I should know the place. Okay, and that's all you just do when you don't, yeah. It's just a heavy accent.
It's you know that it is a permanent deal.
Well, how long did you lived in France? What, most of your life? It sounds like, right?
Yeah.
Until 2007.
Until I was 77 when I left.
Yeah. So I think your accent is. I think it's sealed in. Yeah. I don't think it's going anywhere.
I will have. I don't imagine to live 77 years in America.
Well, maybe. We never know.
No.
I don't know if it'd be a fun 77 more years.
77, it will make 114. We don't know a lot of people of 114, to be honest.
No, that's true. We don't.
No.
Wait, no, it's 144, right? 70, 140. Yeah. We don't know anyone that old. But that's okay.
So
do you like Winterville?
Very much.
Yeah, you seem to very much be like that's what I noticed at the market. You seem very like this is your town, like this is where you live.
I am very well for many reasons. I think the size of the city is fitting my expectation. The size is important because when you are in a big town, it's very difficult to know the people. And the people who are more involved in the town. It's people who are always far. You don't. It's difficult to. Here, you see the mayor almost every day.
Yes, he walks by. I see him every market.
He comes to the market, and you see the people from the city and so on. You after a while, very quickly, you know almost everyone.
I have noticed that. Yeah, I think that's what I was so drawn to with it, was that it's very embracing of other people. You know.
It is something you know. There is another one. I'm going.
He fell for a minute.
Yeah. And also the size is also very important because here I can go easily to the city hall. It's close to me. I go. You know, yesterday I had to go to town. When you know where I live, to go to town, it's a big trip, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
And I had 4 things to do. And you know, it has been a matter of I don't know, maybe 30 minutes and I had a friend who was living in Paris, and they told me, oh, you know, in Paris, if you do one thing, maybe 2, it's all.
Yeah.
Because you spend so much time in
getting there.
You know.
Yeah.
And this, for me, it is important because the time I spend on the road or in the transportation, it is time I have for me. If I want to play music, I prefer to play my accordion than to be in a bus and doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And this is also part of the enjoyment of the life.
Yeah.
I like the size, and I like all the facilities we have.
Yes.
You know, I was speaking the post office. I appreciate this new trail. The park is wonderful.
The community garden.
Yes, absolutely everything.
Yeah,
I am very well here.
Yeah.
Very well.
I love this whole area. I love to go that little swing over there. I love to go sit in that swing, and I'll because it's right by that little water fountain thing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love just sitting there because I could see the whole park and I could see over there and I could see the old train station. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, and I think also when you speak about the train station, what I appreciate very much here. I think there is a constant will to preserve the past. Meaning, we have a very nice train depot.
Yeah.
You know, to have seen, for example, this the museum, the doctor's museum.
Yeah, the Country Doctors Museum. That's lovely. Yeah.
It's wonderful. This.
How lovely! I know. I didn't even know it was here. Yeah.
No?
There's a recording studio in Winterville, so I could, if I wanted to, I could go edit my podcast there. I mean, how wonderful is that? There's all kinds of things.
Where is it?
It's over by the airport. I haven't actually been. It's over by the airport.
It is at the airport.
It's like not even a quarter mile from there. It's called, I'll have to email it to you. I can't remember the name of it. A friend told me about it. What is it called? Oh gosh, I'm blanking.
No, don't worry.
Yeah, but it's something studios anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, but you know, it's you know. Have you seen? I think I have seen recently in the last quarterly. No, the Winterville Gazette. That now the bank is.
Yes, it belongs to the market. So Sherry and the other woman are going to be in there. They just finished clearing out the building Friday. So she hopefully is going to be in there this week.
No, but you know, wait, to imagine that we have an historical building which is very well kept.
It is very well.
And now, which becomes a city building,
It's lovely.
For me, it's amazing. It's extraordinary.
Yeah. Well, so I think there's a preservation of things that are like they represent Winterville. You know, like yeah. You know, and I think that's something to admire. You know, like again, I enjoy that quite a bit.
Me too. It's very important. Very, very important. And
yeah.
So. Well, I am still in a moment of discovery. You know, even you have the feeling that you have learned, and you have known a lot of things. When you live a little longer, you discover that I was not knowing this, and so I am in the process of still discovery.
Yep, that's why you're a Renaissance man. I'm glad you smile at that. It is a very respectful thing, I would say.
Oh, I don't feel offended.
Oh, good. Okay.
This, no.
Yeah.
I just feel old.
No, you shouldn't. No.
And you know what? It's not right now. I have the feeling that I am really getting older. It's you see this, you know, with the how your body is behaving. You see, you are getting older, and that's okay. It's like this.
I've had the same thing. I've never had knee problems before, and now I have knee problems, and it's very difficult. But I mean, I think what I mean by that is I'm noticing that I'm slowing down, that things I used to be able to do are not the same, and that is hard to deal with.
I have learned that it is from after 20. We are.
Yeah. Well, I certainly noticed it after 30. So, yeah. Oh, Sherry called me.
So, but you know, you want to know better. You want to know to learn more about me, maybe.
Well, you know, I learned a good bit from your blog.
You have been on the blog.
So what I was going to do, if it was okay with you, is I was going to, because I'm going to have a written part for this piece and an audio part for this piece. So what I was going to do is I'll send both to you and just have you look at it and see what you think of it. It should be today at some point, at least like a rough draft. But I was going to kind of put in some details and have you just make sure they're right from like the blog and things like that. Some things that kind of like sussed out. Because my goal is just to talk about, I think in general, like, you know, you really represent that sense of community. And so I kind of wanted to talk just about that. And I've gotten plenty of that. So, yeah. So I hope this wasn't boring for you.
I think this idea of community, yes, I like this. I like this idea. But this, I think it is something. It's not new for me. It's I think I have been grown in this, and I have always been involved in stuff like this.
Yeah.
Working for the people, doing this stuff for the people.
Public spirited. Yeah.
Meaning, I have been in a union. I have been involved in alternative teaching.
Oh, okay.
And well, I think in my life I have always done this. It's absolutely not new. And
I'm glad I was right then about that, because again, I just got that sense from you, and that's why I wanted you to be one of the first people I talked to. Because again, I think I'm trying to show people that the market is more than just a market. You know what I mean? Like the market is almost a representation of what Winterville is like as a city.
but I think, of course, well, if the people would understand this, it would change a lot. Because yes, the market is not only the market. There is more. Meaning, if I come to the market, I choose where to give my money, and my money is not, in this case, going in a big chain for people I don't know. It's people I know and people from my community.
It's feeding families in your community.
Exactly. And this is very important. And when I come here, I know I help these people to keep a good agriculture where you don't do things just with chemical. So it's for me it's a political a political matter.
It's living your values.
Exactly. It's not just I come and I buy 2 letters and no, there is more than this. And also what we were saying a moment ago is that when you are here, you maintain the community because you meet the people, you speak with the people.
Yep. You get that connection. Yep.
You know?
And that's what builds
when
it.
you go to grocery, you meet many times. You meet no vendor. You meet nobody. You see nobody. And then now they have created something extraordinary. When you go to the cashier, you have an automatic.
Yeah,
bag,
you don't even have a person.
And soon, if we continue like this, we will enter the store with nobody inside, just the customers, and you will go outside, and you have the cash register where there is nobody.
Yeah.
And you know, in the same time, we are complaining that the jobs are disappearing. So when I come to the market, I try to give the money for people to live with.
Yeah.
You know?
You're feeding families. Yeah.
And it is a job.
Yeah. It's a responsibility.
Yeah. Because when you go when you go to a grocery, you understand that your money is not going to create jobs.
Yeah.
It is going to people who have an only one idea, is to reduce jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. Their goal is money, not people. Yeah. Versus here, you're investing in people. Yeah. No, I get it. Again, that's why I love it. Yeah, that's why.
I think for me, it's more than just to purchase it. You know?
Yeah, I think that's true. That's I would say that's probably especially true for my husband too, because he will bring our girls here. He comes every weekend, and we live in Bogart, so it's a 30-minute drive. You know, but he comes and drives separately just because, again, he also, I think, is very civic-minded of like that investment in people. You know, I mean, I just love talking to people. So I'm just, you know, but again, I think it's just something different. Like when I came here, I just felt something different, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think you know, it's a rule. When you see now what happens, and it is the same in France, and don't imagine, it's the same. We were at, what was the town I was with my wife recently? Fort Valley. Fort Valley. It's a pretty little town. But when you are in the downtown, I was working with my wife. You have one store closed, one store closed, one store closed, and it's everywhere, everywhere. I have seen this in all towns where all the trade in downtown disappeared. What you have is only the big commercial.
that's what the Athens downtown is turning into. It's got Target now downtown. Have you seen that?
No, what?
There's a little Target, like the shopping store Target, which is just like Walmart, is downtown. There's a store on the, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it.
You know, we have really to decide what we want.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and again, I think that's why, you know, the city buying or investing in the old bank building, you know, like that means something. That's something that's preserved for you know, future generations to come.
No, but this is on an historical point of view, yes. But
There's 3 little ones now.
I am more speaking about the question of human activity of jobs, and what I see right now in my town in France. There was, when I was young, all downtown, it was full of small business. Full. A baker, a small grocery store, a butcher, and so on and so on. It was only this. All of this disappeared. And now, what you have a big shopping center outside of the city. And downtown, it's dead.
And that's sad.
You know what? There is, I don't want to offend you if you are religious, but...
I'm not.
Okay. Sorry, no problem. But I have a big problem with the contradiction of the religion who is saying that it's not me, this is in the Bible. Jesus chased the merchants from the temple. Okay? And now the merchants are in the temple. Here.
Oh, okay.
You understand? The temple,
Yeah.
what is the temple now? When, you know what? There was a time on Sunday, everything was closed.
Because everyone was expected to be at church. Yep.
Okay? And now, this big business have found to be able to be open every time. And where are going the people on Sunday?
Yeah, to the store over the church. Yep.
If they go to church, because a lot now, they don't go to church. For me, the church is this.
Yeah.
see
They
what
They worship material goods now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
You see? And this is, for me, a very big problem. You know?
Well, and that's why I like the
In
market
a
too.
In a country we're speaking of, in God we trust.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, they speak out of both sides of their mouth. You know, they say one thing and do another.
exactly. Yes, I have never heard this expression. I have heard another one. It's the double standard.
The which one?
Double standard.
Oh yes. Yep. Or hypocrite.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the big problem of religion.
Yes. Well, yes, because so that's what I was, when I was asking people about kindness, I was waiting for religion to come up because some people are like, well, no, and it did with a couple people. They said, well, yes, of course I'm kind because Jesus wants me to be, or and I'm not reflecting their views properly.
Jesus wants, but if it would be only me, I would not.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, so you're doing it because someone you're not just naturally inclined to do that. So yeah, yeah. Well, it is 11:10, and I told my husband I would only be an hour, or I was going to try and keep it to an hour if that's okay.
It's up to you.
But when would you like to meet to do my interview? Do you want to schedule that now?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, we'll wait a little while.
I think that I want you to have
Yes.
an experience,
I think that would be good.
and after to speak of your experience.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's okay, but I will have
It's at the beginning.
only what is an idea.
Yeah. It's still yeah. So I've got
And I will not have really what is your true experience.
Yeah.
And I prefer to have one experience.
I like that because I can because I'm going to send you what I write from this interview, and so you'll see that, and then I'll see you at the market and things. So we'll kind of just keep touch base every once in a while.
Oh
and
yeah,
see.
we.
Yeah.
You know, I don't forget, huh?
Yeah, I know you do not.
No, but I prefer you to get the time and the opportunity to have more
I like that.
experience, and after we will be able to speak of the real, because probably you will see, and this has been true for my blog, you will see that there is a gap between the idea you had at the beginning
Yes.
and after what you are able to do, because you have the real thing.
Yeah, and I can do a lot in my head, but I can't do it on the computer. So
You know?
Yeah.
So I think it is important to see after a while how you are doing.
no, I think that would be good. Well, good. Well, I enjoyed this very much.
Okay.
And so I won't see you at the market this weekend, right?
No. We are on vacation.
Okay, but you'll be there next
We
weekend.
leave Friday,
Okay.
and next weekend I will not be there because we will be on vacation.
Ooh.
But
How long?
no, it's 1 weekend,
Oh, okay.
but it will be 2 Saturdays.
Yeah. Okay.
And but after, yes, I want to.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Well, and I'll send you as soon as I have the episode up. I'll send it to you. so that way you could see it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate